In the year 21XX, all the Mavericks have been neutralized thanks to the efforts of a reploid scientist named Dr. Doppler. Using his neurocomputer, he has been able to suppress any abnormal behavior in the reploids and prevent them from going berserk. Yeah, the music makes it sound great. Many of the most advanced reploids have gathered near their new mentor and founded Doppeltown, a perfect utopian community. Endgame, there's Mega Man X3. With Dr. Doppler guiding them, the world seemed ready to enter a new golden age. After a few months, everything was fine. They just really like militaristic marches, that's all. The Mavericks, who were supposed to have been neutralized by the neurocomputers, suddenly appeared and began to riot. At Maverick Hunter headquarters, all the intelligence indicated that Dr. Doppler was the mastermind behind the invasion. Soon the call went out to XN0 to destroy the invading Mavericks and to bring Dr. Doppler to justice. So, is it just Sigma in disguise? Or is it someone possessed by the Sigma virus? I don't remember. Maverick Hunter XN0, dispatch! Wow, look at that pseudo 3D. Your face, it's amazing. A few hours later, emergency contact was made by the headquarters of Maverick Hunter. Uh-oh. They said your controller's not plugged in. Hopefully this will work. I mean, oh, and something about an attack.
This is the headquarters of Maverick Hunter. We are under attack from the Doppler force. Imperial troops have entered the... sorry, wrong gig. All units return to base immediately. Return fire.
Mega Man X3. Alrighty. Ooh. Forgot about that. As I said before, I know Mega Man X like the back of my hand. I played X2 once before the previous stream. Yeah, shoot it, shoot it, shoot it good. X3 is kind of the middle ground. I don't know it as well as X1, but I had it longer than I had X2, so I do know it somewhat better. And I was thinking, oh, I don't actually remember much about it, but like all this music and stuff looks and feels familiar, so let's see how well I remember. X, I'll clear out the enemy. I'll clear out the enemies out here. Okay, I thought he said out of here. X, I'll clear out the enemies out here. You go ahead and deal with the ones inside. Ready? All right. So rather than talk on the intro screen. Okay, we can't. Yeah, Mega Man X3. Ow. Don't shoot me. I'm the hero. So. This game has a lot of collectibles. And you're like, oh, okay, that's great. We just started. Why are you talking about those? One of the things I've talked about in previous streams always is the secret weapon, and I'm telling you now, I'm not getting one of them. Because I made such a big deal about it in the previous Mega Man X and Mega Man X2 things. How in Mega Man X, you get the Hadouken as your super special, you've collected everything, Easter egg weapon. And then, hi, who are you? Oh, Mac? Mac, this guy I've never heard about. Where have you been? I'm sure you're doing just fine. Ow. You're far too trusting, X. I'm now a member of Doppler's army. You will make a fine addition to our forces. Once you have been shown the true destiny of the reploid race. Bad touch. Hey, stop that. Yeah. So, unlike previous games, you get to actually play as Zero in this one. No. Oh, that's right, that's... And I need to use your beam saber. Well, speaking of not getting this super weapon, so... The first game you had the Hadoken. The second game you had the Shoryuken. This game does not have a, Street Fighter combo as its special weapon at the end. You get, instead, you can get Zero's beam saber. That's what I'm trying to say. I just keep getting to... Yeah, you. Just keep dropping rocks on me, man. Stop that. Also, wow, this seems really loud. At least on my end. Alright, let's power up. Bye, guy that we never knew about. There we go. Are you okay, X? Thanks, Zero. I'm okay. I'll check around headquarters again. Be on your guard, X. Stop being so trusting. Be a cold-hearted killer like me. Things are just happening. I was expecting like the intro stage from Mega Man X where I'd have time to just talk. And now it's just, there's story and switching characters. And going through this door backwards. Yeah. Secret weapon. You can do some stuff and in the end get Zero's beam saber. That's totally not a lightsaber. It's just a laser sword. Not a lightsaber at all. But... And I've always done that before because it's similar. It's not a one-shot like the Hadoken was, but it two-shots anything, including the final boss. However, what I didn't know, or didn't remember, is that it changes the ending because Zero won't be in it. Essentially, it's you fight a secret special boss with Zero, and he gets almost killed. And then he's like, ugh, I failed. I have to go back to headquarters. X, you gotta do it for me. And he gives you his beam saber. But then so he's not in the finale because he's injured. Had to retreat. And so I'm thinking, I'm not gonna do that then. We're gonna just straight up X and his stuff. Zero, I was just talking about how I'm not gonna get you killed for your sword. Well, that's very nice of you, X, but it looks like we swept most of the enemies. Out of here. I'll go back and check on headquarters. Call me if you need me. See you later, X. Yeah, so in this game, you can switch to Zero for non-boss fights. Except the one special boss fight. Yeah, so... We won't be getting that special. We will be getting the special golden armor chip, which I'll explain when we get the later things. But might as well just get into stuff now. Doppler Army presents Blizzard Buffalo. Wow, they froze the city over, okay. Oh, also, yeah, you still have the cool red and blue combo like you did from X2. That's nice. Keeping the lore. Back, sliding. But yeah, so, can I get up there? Okay, I guess not. Yeah, speaking of power-ups... Okay, this is a ride armor platform, I'll talk about them later. For those who've not played before, because, you know, some people already know what everything's all about. But for those who don't, we'll get to it in good time. Okay. Weird egg dudes, get out of here. Yeah. Power-ups, that's what I was talking about. So, just like the other games, you can get a upgrade to your arms, legs, torso, and head. Just like Mega Man X and Mega Man X2. Nothing different there. What is different, however, is that there's special upgrade chips. And I wrote down what they do because I didn't remember. And you can install one upgrade chip after you've gotten the part, like, so you can get, you know, the head chip after you have the head upgrade. But once you install one chip, that's it. No other. So head, I guess it's like your energy. It lets you regen health when you're standing still. The arm upgrade lets you use continuous charge shots at the cost of weapon energy. So you don't have to, like, you know, do that. You can just fire those off as a sub-weapon. Leg gives you a double air dash. We don't have anyone right now because we don't have the leg upgrade, but you get a second one. And in the body, it's like you take less damage, and then when you get hit for a little bit, you get like a shield. Oh, I'll get to that too. You get a shield that reduces damage even more. And so you're like, oh, which one should I pick? They all seem so useful. Well, we won't be getting the Zero's Beam Saber, but there is another special secret at the end. There's double secret Easter egg power-ups. And in this one, it's if you don't get any of the chips and you get all the other upgrades. Yeah, that looks suspicious. Well, that's certainly suspicious, but yeah, if you get all the upgrades, no chips, when you get to, like, the first of the final stages, you can get the golden chip, which turns your armor gold and gives you the power of every single chip at once, which is pretty sweet. I can't get that yet. So that's the other secret upgrade that we will be getting. Okay, I went down there though. Oh, stop that guy. I'm trying to talk more about what we're doing. You keep spawning. I can't work under these conditions, man. Yeah, no weather control for you, buddy. Ow. I died. No anything for me, buddy. I was gonna say that overall, I mean, Mega Man X, I think, has the best music just because it's the classic, and overall, I think Mega Man X3 has better music than X2, but this stage, kinda repetitive. I'm not afraid to admit it. Alright, Other upgrades we can get for those who've not played before. Obviously, yes, you beat bosses, get stuff. There's sub-tanks, heart tanks, energy tanks, whatever you want to call them. There's the ride armors I talked about on that big platform. I know we're not there anymore. Things are just kind of coming to my brain as I do it, but there's a lot of stuff going on. It's hard to concentrate. Ride armors. So, like, you know, the armors from the first and second game, it's, you know, similar. Except, you can get armor to, like, keep with you, that you can call upon on those platforms. And the way it works is you first have to get the base, like just the regular armor, the Chimera armor. Once you've done that, there are other upgrades you can find that give you, like, the frog armor allows you, it, like, does stuff underwater. The hawk armor lets you float. There's the kangaroo armor, which presumably jumps higher. But, yeah. I think now yeah, they're all named after animals. Ooh, there's a thing in there. Wait, that's the boss. I want that thing. If I can get up there. It sounds delightful. I mean, I remember the hawk armor is useful because, you know, it flies, essentially. You know, really long hover. Okay. Now, can I make this jump? I don't know that I can. I might be able to. And no, I can't switch to 0 yet. Or if I can, I don't know the buttons for it. Yeah. I think this is where the leg upgrade is, which is, I'm wondering, how do I get it? Because the leg upgrade's the thing that lets you dash in the air. So it's like, how do I get the thing to dash in the air when it's up there and I need to dash in the air to get it? Oh, you stop that. I'll try this once more, I guess. Oh, I wonder if you needed it to still be snowing. There we go, I got it. Ooh. It's fine. How do I want to do this? So, in my X2 stream, I did this as the, like, robot voice. I think I'll do the weapon from the bosses instead. I'll do the different one for this. Enter this capsule. I mean, yeah, he's still a hologram, so I could... Enter this capsule, X. Take this leg upgrade. The upgrade will enhance your mobility in the air. You will be able to dash left, right, or even straight up into the air. Wow, I forgot you could do that in this game. Dr. Light, just what I always wanted. Ooh, look at that. Oh, yeah. Hey, that means I can get that sub-tank now. Alright, so I've kind of gone over the game plan, as it were, about all the stuff we're gonna get, and what we're not gonna get. By which I mean, Zero's being the saber. I'm not sure that I've actually ever beaten this without Zero's saber. Because, like, you know, it's like the cool, like, bonus weapon, and you have to beat the... Oh, right, I haven't been over the sub-boss things yet. Well, I'll get to that in a second. You know, I've never done it without doing it, because it's the secret thing, and it's cool, and, you know, Mega Man X gets the beam saber. But I guess I never knew that Zero was missing from the finale if you did that. So... this will be interesting, I guess. I don't remember the final boss right now at the top of my head, but hopefully it'll be doable. Can I just go right here? Yeah. Oh. Then I go right here. I know I can reach that. I just need to find the correct. That. Yeah. Sub tank. Well, whatever. I got a sub tank. Sub tank. Yet. Yeah. So right, sub bosses, much like Mega Man X2, how you had Violins, Surges, and Agile. Violin. He plays the violin, what? In this game, there are also special bosses that appear randomly. Killing them is not as important if you don't want Zero's Beam Saber. You need to defeat one of them before the end to get this Beam Saber. But otherwise, if you don't kill them, you know, it's not like the second game where you were trying to get Zero's parts and, you know, you'd be locked out of saving Zero if you didn't do it. In this one, you destroy them, and if you... They'll appear later in the final stages and in a harder version of themselves. Like, they'll... You know. So there's Bit Bite and a special guest appearance by none other than Vile, who is back after we killed him. Because, you know, he's a robot. You can rebuild him. Ooh, this is a big area. No. Ow. No, stop. I don't want to be on this side. Thank you for delivering me over, but I don't need to be there. It's after you beat a certain number of bosses and the like. Bit, Bite, and Vile show up. And it's not as important that you kill them, like I said, as it is in X2. But... Ow. Ow. However, unlike in X2, it's not enough to just beat them. You have to beat them with their weakness, or they will come back later. Like, you know, they just run away. That was the first guy beating me so badly. He's supposed to be the easy one. Well, whatever, I have a sub-tank I can fill up now. Yeah. Maybe I should just stop playing and get through all the stuff. So that I can concentrate. Nah, that's for losers. We're no loser, we're not gonna quit. Bit by Vile. Beat them with their weakness or they come back later. I guess that's actually all I had to say about that. And one of the reasons we're doing this stage first is because this is one of their weaknesses. So we can officially destroy one. I mean, you know, we don't have to, but we want to, because screw those guys. And I think you don't even have to be Bit and Vile if you don't want. Bit and Vile? Bit and Bite. It's only Vile that's Zero's Beam Saber. You can just beat them to, you know, fight a different boss later. And I imagine this is the room they'd be in if they had spawned, which they haven't yet. Yeah. Okay. No. But at this point, I think I've gone over all the... I mean, I wouldn't call it bookkeeping, but the... You know, the basics of what we'll be doing for people who haven't done this. Because, you know, Mega Man X is just beat bad guys, get some power-ups at the end. And then, you know, super secret power-up at the end if you know about it. But there's no, like, oh, then there's these mini-bosses we have to fight, and there's these collectibles, and these, you know, it's... It was a simpler time back then, whereas now... Not as simple. But I think I've gone over all the stuff, so if you don't know Mega Man X3, you are now caught up to speed. And I can start doing commentary on the game itself, like, man, this guy is, like, the 90s incarnate. Like, look at him. He's got, like, bright blues and, like, magenta reds, like, bright magenta. And he's got, like, a visor. Like, this guy I could see being on, like, a sticker that you'd put on your notebook that was, like, too cool. Ugh. And then depending maybe on how edgy he was, either he'd be doing the peace sign or he'd be doing the, what? The rocker symbol. What? The 90s have defeated Mega Man. And I'm gonna shoot you. Now I'm gonna hide from you. And I'll go back to then what I was talking about earlier before. Let me out. I mean, what? What sort of stun lock shenaniganery is that? I have questions. Oh, and boss order, I think we're doing them the same way we've done all the games. Is pick a boss, and then go to the next boss who has that as a weakness. Because, you know, it's the Mega Man way. Also, it should matter less than an X2 because I think you can replay stages to fight the mini bosses. Unlike, you know, in X2 with the free, you know, once you cleared out a Maverick, they wouldn't appear anymore, and I don't know that that's true in this game. I guess I'll make a quick save before, you know, save state. So we don't have to replay everything when we get to Vile, but because we won't have his weakness from it. Okay, here we go. Why was he having so much trouble before? Now he's not what he wants. It's because I'm too cool. Insert sticker. Okay, they have the cool X2 explosion blue fire. Boom, boom, boom. I get it. Ooh. All right, game. You tell them. You get Frost Shield. That didn't look like a shield. That looked like a spike. So yeah, I was gonna also comment on earlier. I mean, I did make a comment, but this music is definitely, I feel, more rockin' than Mega Man X2. Not that Mega Man X2 had bad music, but like, you know, X1 sort of has the classic, and this one's definitely back in that like heavy rockin' feel which I think, you know, fits Mega Man better. Better? Alright, we're looking for Toxic Seahorse. Are you a seahorse? Many of the most advanced reploids have gathered near their new mentor and founded Doppeltown, a perfect utopian community. Endgame. There's Mega Man X3.